Hey, welcome. It's Lou Vickery. I want you to come on in. Have a seat. Make yourself comfortable. Man, we got a wonderful story I want to share with you today. And, one of the things that has happened in my lifetime is that I have had the opportunity to be in every city in the United States with a population of 150,000 people or more. I've had the opportunity to speak there. I've been in every state with the exception of Alaska. I've seen all the major sites. But one of the places I've always enjoyed, maybe as much as any place I've been, is Monterey, California. Beautiful, beautiful city. Well, I want to tell you a story about the Pelicans of Monterey. You see, prior to World War II, the fishermen would go out for their catch and they would come in, bring their catch in, and they would clean the fish on the docks, prepare them. And so the pelicans that lived there, they did not have to go out and fish. They were able just to scoop up what was left by the fishermen after they cleaned their fish. But then came Pearl Harbor, and the bombing by the Japanese of Pearl Harbor. The U.S. government closed the West Coast. You could no longer take your boats out to fish. And the reason for that was there were Japanese submarines all over that part of the world. So the Pelicans of Monterey, without the ability to fish, started dying. The very thing and the very heritage of which they had, they were no longer able to do because someone else had done it for them. Whether with the pelicans dying, the city fathers said, we got to do something. We got to try to save our pelicans. So what they did, they went to Louisiana and they recruited about 150 pelicans. And they put them in cages and shipped them to the West Coast. They turned them loose, and guess what started to happen? These pelicans knew how to fish, and they started showing the Pelicans of Monterey how to do it themselves. And so that they were saved by their brethren from another part of the country. Now, we could turn and talk about several different ways that this story could take us. But what I want to share with you today in this season of Thanksgiving, that's where we are now. And what are we thankful for? Who do we rely on? You know, we rely on each other so much. I wrote a book called Good Stuff for the Journey. And in this book, I have several things that relate to the way other people make an impression in our lives and the way we make an impression in theirs. And I'd like to share a little poem with you from this great little book. It's called We Rely So Much. And it goes like this: if we fail to help each other along, would our world be sturdy and strong? If I didn't care much for you and you for me, tell me, what kind of neighbors would we be? To get along, we need a pattern of sharing, a reliance on each other, a premium on caring. Regardless of where we go and what we do, we rely on others to help see us through. Wisely count yourself fortunate if your friends are the kind on whom you can always depend. Survival is hard without human exchange. We all need each other to expand our range. So be thankful for those who love one another, who try to build faith and trust in each other, and gladly play a bigger part. It means we do it with mind and heart. It's true. By relying on others as they do on you, you see how independent we all are too, and why it's an important and worthy goal to take the time to say thanks for others' role. You know, it's not always easy to apologize, to think and then act, to begin to overtake advice, profit by the mistakes of others, profit by our own mistakes, forgive and forget, to be unselfish, to shoulder a blame, to be considerate and courteous to others. But you know what? If we don't do those things, then we don't have the opportunity to rely on each other. So let me ask you a question. Who in your life needs you today to provide solace while they grieve, comfort while they hurt, support where they have failed, but best of all, the encouragement to go on? Today, you're going to meet someone special who needs encouragement. Will you care enough to offer that person a willing and caring ear? A discouraged person doesn't need critics. They got enough of those. They don't need someone to tell them to do this or do that. There are enough people giving them advice. What they need is an uplifting soul. They need you to walk beside them and offer a word of praise, a word of comfort, a word of appreciation. Make them feel important. Out there in your world today is that one solitary person that you can make a difference in their lives. Find that person. Be uplifting. Be encouraging. Be your best self. I'm Lou Vickery. My brand is a wise word. I am the voice of generational wisdom. And until we meet again, by the way, I want to share this with you. If you're looking for where you can find this book, it's available at Amazon. Good stuff for the journey. Until we meet again, you keep a smile on your face, keep happiness in your heart, and keep optimism on your tongue. See you soon.